Hello and welcome to Train Synthetix. And after all the hot weather we have had, it's finally cooled down enough for me to come up into the Attic and have a look to see what's going on. So what I'll do in this episode is show you me just checking the system, seeing what damage have been caused by the hot temperatures, and seeing if there's anything I can do to repair it. So I don't know how this video will go, but I'll show you everything as I go along. So I hope you enjoy this different format video. I'm starting in the corner of the layout, as this is a good indicator if everything's working or not. And as you can see, that building is flashing weirdly, which means it's not getting a proper DCC signal through. So that means I have a problem somewhere. So what I'll do is try to find out what's going on. As you can see that flash there, it could be anything going on. But if I quickly show you the controller, I've got a warning thing which I always get, and then DCC OK, which is a message I haven't seen before, and I'll see what happens if I tap on it. Nothing, but if I tap on the warning, this is a normal point mismatch, which is a problem because for DCCs, because I'm using LoConnect with this, and that caused some interesting problems. So that isn't really an important message, and it doesn't explain what's going on. So next thing I can look at is the current draw, which internal booster is barely taking anything, but it's fluctuating again. So with nothing moving, it just stays static. So I think I do have a problem somewhere, but I now need to work out what's going on. And something which really doesn't help me is all these trains in the wrong place. So sorry about the yellowing of the lights. That's because I just changed from a white light to the Attic light. So I think if I get these trains back into position, that will be a good way to tell if it's actually a serious problem or if it's just a train bridging a point which it shouldn't do. This looked like the ECOS have thrown an absolute strop. It's lost my list of locos, apart from the Railcom ones. So that will be an interesting problem to resolve. So I'm not quite sure what to do now. I might see if the ECOS have a self-diagnostic system in it. Okay, I'm back at looking at this building. At the moment, all the lights should be on. Now I'm turning them off and turning them back on, and you can see I'm getting strobing, and the downstairs light isn't wanting to work. But if I turn the corner light off, sorry about that, if I turn the corner shop light off, it's all seems to be working again. So I think I need to check the connection on that decoder. Okay, but I've done a bit more testing, and it looked like it's just a loose lead. It's running this train, it's going around fine. I don't know what have happened to the local list, but the images I have uploaded for them are still showing, so there is hope. But the controller is actually a bit warm, So I'm going to leave it for the time being and look at it in a few days' time when it cooled down a bit further. But after running that train, everything seemed to behave again. So next thing I'm going to do is have a quick look at the track and show you any problems I have with that. This is the fiddling yard, and just at a quick look, everything seemed to be quite nice. All the track seemed to be good, and the decoder's showing all the lights it should. Along here it's all looking pretty good as well. When I did the layout, I made sure to give a few gaps, but it looked like I'm having trouble with transformers, which wouldn't surprise me with this heat. So this is just after the points, and you can see that the track have expanded a bit here, but you still got a bit of gap. But this is whereabouts it's a little bit concerning. If we look here and here, it's right up to each other. So as long as it's expanding that way, I should have no problems. This one is just as bad. And when I set up the layout originally, I made sure to have massive expansion gaps. You know, how does over here look? I've got a nice gap on this one here. That one there's a gap, so that's good. That we got a gap, and that we got a gap, so that's all good. I'll now go on to our station area. So just here, I got a bit of a gap there. That's normally much bigger. There's a nice gap there. There's a gap there. There's just about a gap there. There's a gap there, a gap there, gap there, and a gap there. So looking at this, the track up to here have survived for hot weather. So this is pretty good news. I was just thinking, and there's one system I still have to test, and that was my CCTV system. But all the cameras are working, so that's all good. So I'll carry on with my track walk now. So just first glance from here, look like the buildings have survived and the woodwork looking fine. There's a bit of a tilt over there, but I'm not quite sure if that's me or if that's the problem. I'll look down there in a second, but the track work down here is all looking good. So I'll just get up there in a minute and then investigate down there. But things are looking good here, and hopefully this cooler weather will stay, which will mean I'll be able to get stuff done. We're now at the end of the station, and just looking along here, everything's looking pretty good. Any bits I'm not sure about, I'm just pushing down. These shops here, those fronts I've been needing to work on for a while. I've turned off a DCC system, so that's why those houses aren't lit. But because these are controlled separately via DCC, these are still lit. So over there's looking pretty good. We're now at the top corner, and the track's looking good here. I don't have any lights down here, so it doesn't really show for best. But it looked like I survived a heat wave. I see why I've had a problem with this. That need to be built up a little bit underneath, so that's not a real problem. And along here's looking good. And this yard is still here. So all in all, that could be something that's a problem. I'm not sure yet. But the retaining wall have came out a bit. Actually, yeah, that is a bit of damage from the hot temperature I have had. But if that's all the damage I have suffered, it's just something minor. I can live with that. So, all in all, look like I have survived a bad temperature, touch wood. So this is all looking good from down here. While I'm up here, I might as well show you the next bit I've got scheduled to work on for railway, which is this bit here. I should be able to get plaster cloth done, then put a quick coat of brown paint down, and then do some more static grass and put the buildings in. So, with that said, I hope you have found this video interesting and I haven't done it too badly. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you on Wednesday for my live stream. So thank you very much, and thank you for all the recent comments from everyone. I hope your layouts have survived the weather. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Thank you very much, Richard.